Are literacy tests still legal? Have you ever wondered how voting rights have changed over the years? One significant change came with the end of literacy tests in the United States. So, are literacy tests still legal today? Let's break it down. Literacy tests were once a common requirement for voting. These tests asked people to demonstrate their reading and writing skills, usually in English. The idea was that only those who could read and understand the ballot should participate in elections. However, this practice quickly turned into a way to disenfranchise certain groups, particularly Black Americans in the South. During the era of Jim Crow laws, these tests were often confusing and unfairly administered, making it difficult for many to vote. By the mid-1960s, the civil rights movement highlighted these injustices. Activists fought hard to bring attention to the discrimination that literacy tests represented. This led to a significant change in voting laws. The Voting Rights Act of 1965 was a landmark piece of legislation that aimed to eliminate barriers to voting for all citizens. This act specifically banned literacy tests and other discriminatory practices that had been used to suppress the Black vote. With this law in place, literacy tests for voting became illegal across the United States. This was a major victory for civil rights and a step toward ensuring that voting was accessible to everyone, regardless of their literacy skills. Today, literacy tests are not part of the voting process. The Voting Rights Act of 1965 remains in effect, and any attempt to reintroduce literacy tests would violate federal law. While states can create some voting regulations, they cannot requiring literacy as a condition for voting. The focus now is on making sure that every eligible citizen can vote, including providing assistance for those who may need help with reading or writing. From a perspective of 1960s nostalgia, the end of literacy tests symbolizes progress. It reminds us of a time when the nation took a stand against discrimination and worked towards equality in voting rights. For many who lived through the civil rights era, the banning of literacy tests represents a significant achievement. It shows how far the country has come since the days when voting rights were denied based on race and education. The legacy of the 1960s means that today's voters do not face the same obstacles that their parents or grandparents did. Poll workers are now trained to assist voters who may need help, and laws protect the right to vote regardless of literacy. While discussions about voting access continue, literacy tests are firmly in the past, thanks to the determination of those who fought for equality in the 1960s.